Charlotte and David found each other, I've begun to think that I've never kept it up. I'm delighted to be proved wrong. David is a lovely, brave man who makes Here is something that I found on the internet. It was written by Bob Marley. Bob Marley. Charlotte. He's not perfect. You aren't either. And the two of you will never be perfect. But if he can make you laugh at least once, cause you to think twice, and if he admits to being human and making mistakes, hold on to him and give him the most you can. He isn't going to quote poetry. He's not thinking about you every moment, usually he grapples to time. But he will give you a part of him that he knows you could break. Don't hurt him, don't change him, and don't expect more than he can give. Don't analyse. Smile when he makes you happy. Yell when he makes you mad. And miss him when he's not there.
Thank you.
Love hard when there's love to be had, because perfect guys don't exist, but there's always one guy that is perfect for you. And I think that Charlotte and David are perfect for each other, and I also know that Brian thought the world of David too. So David, welcome to the madhouse that is our family. And don't start with the mother-in-law jokes too soon. Thank you to Carol and Charlie for having a son to be proud of, and that I am proud to call my son-in-law. On that note, I shall finish, just in case you thought I'd go on.
Thanks, mate.
So would you all please like to stand up and give a toast to the bride and groom?
Thank you for your kind words on behalf of Charlotte and myself. Some of them cheeky, some of them not. I'm sure it'll be an eventful time joining the madhouse, as you put it. Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls. And to keep things politically correct, the LGBT For those of you not in the 21st century, that stands for lesbian, gay, bisexual and transgender, Mr. Long.
Outrageous! Outrageous!
Thank you for coming to help celebrate Charlotte and myself's special day. On what has to be said is the most expensive day of my life. I went on a honeymoon, yeah? But seriously, it's been an amazing day. I've not touched a drop of alcohol all day apart from now. Because I want to enjoy the experience. I can have a drink anytime. Not an alcoholic or anything like that. I wanted to enjoy it. Father Ian said something to us a few weeks ago about remembering and taking it all in. About the blessing of the day, and something I took on board, and I looked out amongst you all in the chapel, and it was quite a moving experience, I have to say. Well, I have to say, I didn't think it was do never come. Plenty of fish has a lot to answer for, let me tell you. But I will keep this brief, and I know Fred Elliott there has got, he's been waiting 10 years to get his own back from my last speech, so I'll let him know his day of glory and won't steal his thunder. Before I forget, there may be some more wedding bells on the horizon shortly. Mr. Wolfenden, wherever you are. And I understand they're ringing out there. Or maybe not. Andy? No, on a serious note, I'd like to thank Charlotte for organising the whole day. She's basically done it all on her own. Because we didn't want to get involved, we get volunteers, we get it wrong. But I think you'll all agree that she looks absolutely stunning today. I got very emotional when I saw her walking up the aisle, and I dared turn around because you want to see me. But no, she was absolutely glorious. Yeah, better than wrinkled stockings and hair that she normally wears anyway. So. I think there's a few thank yous as well. The bridesmaids, I think they did a sterling job in insisting Charlotte on probably the biggest, well, is the biggest day of her life. I think they look absolutely fantastic. Yeah. Well, I'm going to that next. And if you all think back about the wedding invitations you got, the design and the artistry was done by Charlotte's sister Kate, who's sat there. I've been selling herself short. I think she should do it for a living. But anyway, what's your choice? George? You look amazing. Not quite as good as me, but you look amazing. It suits you, that outfit. Mum and Dad, you've waited a long time for this. Well, I hope you're as proud as me as I am of you. Yeah? Dad? No. Phil, thanks for doing the honour of giving Charlotte away. Yeah, you did a great job. And like Anne said, a special mention must go to Brian, Charlotte's father, who sadly passed away a few weeks ago. Brian was a fine man, and I know he was very proud of Charlotte. And believe it or not, he was delighted when I asked him for his hand in marriage. Well, no, I couldn't believe it too. Anyway, he was a fine man. So I would like to raise a toast in Brian's honour. I know they're looking down on his own. So, to Brian. Now, without further ado, I'll leave you in the very capable hands of my best friend, my best mate that I've known since, well, forever. He is the turnip, also known as Stephen Hansen.
Thank you, Robert. Good afternoon, family and friends, and thank you for coming for Charlotte and Dave's special day. My name's Steve, and it's a great honour to be Dave's best man. I'd just like to say, before I carry out this character assassination of Dave, how stunning Charlotte looks today, and what a great job she's done organising today. I really don't know, apart from Dave putting the money there, what he has actually done. Every time I ask him a question, what we're doing, I'll tell Charlotte. Dave, what we're doing, I'll tell Charlotte. Anyway, can I also say how beautiful the bridesmaids look? See, Dave's speech has already done all this, but there you go. And a special round of applause to Holly and George for what they've done today. How good have they been? Did I say Rudding? Rudding. You know what I'm like names anyway, so... And now for Dave. I read somewhere that the best man speech shouldn't last any longer than it takes him to make love.
Get off!
So therefore, I give you the bride and groom. Me and Dave met 37 years ago on Riddlesden First School on the climbing frame. Allegedly, I pushed Dave off, but it was never proven. But Dave, being Dave, not long after that, obviously he told on me. And I think I met you a couple of days later, Carol, didn't I? Now, after that, we had such a good friendship. We've always been together, we've always played football, cricket, whatever. Every night, every weekend, from all his school days. And then one day, Dave went to the dark side. I went to Greenhead, Dave went to South Craven. While at South Craven, Dave turned into a bit of a computer freak. Yeah. And at the school, South Craven School, everybody had a BBC computer. So Charlie and Dave bought him a BBC computer, just like the ones that they have in school. Now, I've got a younger brother. Now my younger brother is always, it's what's called the special one. Yeah? Good at everything, yeah? As we call him GB. Now I won't tell you what GB means until later, but it's called GB. Now GB, yeah, always used to come home with great grades and everything like that. So one day, it was school report day, so I came home from school and I didn't have such a good report, so I thought, what can I do? I'll go see my good friend Dave. So I went to Dave's house and we sat there and said, Dave, look at the grades. And Dave looks at me. He goes, I can't go home like this, we've got the whole 6 weeks off. So he says, what can we do? She goes, I know what we can do. We'll change it. Yeah? So, what happened was, they used to get on a piece of paper. And it used to be so long, and it used to say maths, English, science, whatever, and it used to say C, D, C, D, 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 C. So, Dave started typing it all up, while I stood behind the door in the dining room, making sure Carol couldn't come in. We had to do this a couple of times because Dave got a bit carried away, and all of a sudden, my C's and D's went to A's and B's. So anyway, we did it, we cut it, we put it on the staple, got a report, off we went. Now, brilliant idea until it came to parents' evening. Now we couldn't understand what my grades were and their grades were just weren't compatible. Anyway. We have always been good at IT skills, haven't you, Dave? He hadn't always carried on with technology and everything like that. Maybe a fine time we'd see him at Bradford City where he's looking at his BlackBerry, hitting it because it's frozen and it was not doing anything. And then one day, the Watsons decided to give them all iPhones. Brand new iPhones. A couple of weeks later, I think we were playing all in athletic wear. Yeah, and it was a dark, cold winter's night, pitch black it was, and a group of lads, full time whistle went, and a group of lads came out, and the big crowd comes out of the ground, and they all stood waiting for each other, and a couple of lads needed to go to the toilet, so they decided, we can't go back in, there's thousands of people who can't go back in, so they said, we saw this like a white van over in corner and they thought, we can just go outside of there and we'll be alright. Unfortunately, the van ended up being a local constabulary. Yeah, and one of the lads he stood there having a wee, relieving himself, and next minute the policeman came over and pushed him onto the floor. Well, because the lad on the floor trying to put his manhood away, yeah, the policeman thought it went for his pocket, and therefore we're jumping on top of him. So Dave sees this, runs over with his iPhone, and starts taking footage of what's happening. Police brutality, this, you can't have this, you can't have this. We can sue you for thousands, we're going to sue you for thousands. And this went on for about 10 minutes, until the local policeman decided then, if you don't go away, I'm going to arrest you. No, you can't do that, you can't do that. So he said, it's police brutality, police brutality. So he said, we could sue you for thousands. Anyway, so poor Pete gets up, puts handcuffs on, and puts him back in the police van. Off he goes. The rest of the lads decide that then they're going to go to the local pub. So about an hour later, he gets a phone call. Peter comes by and says, I've been let out, we're here. So turn up, meets him, and says, comes in, a bit irate, £80 fine for having a wee. And so Dave comes running, don't you worry about this, it's all on camera, we'll be able to sue for thousands, you'll get your £80 back, look. Pete takes one look at it and says, is this a joke? Says, what do you mean? He says, you filmed yourself for the last 10 minutes. So Pete there, now during his days, during his late teens, early 20s, we used to go down to the, as local as the Bridge pub. Now we used to go there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all the time. We were a great set of lads. And one night I'd come in and Dave had been in a couple of hours before, and I'd gone to the bar and one of the lads had come out and said, you've got to go in there in the toilet. Coming out of the toilet, he says, you've got to go in the toilet. He says, there's hell breaking loose. So I said, what do you mean? He says, well, I'm stood there having a wee. I know it says we again, but I'm stood there having a wee. And I could see Dave over in the corner, and he kept on breaking on the machine. So I turned around and I said to him, what are you doing, Dave? He goes, and Dave, being Dave, what do you think I'm doing? What do you think I'm doing? So he says, well, I don't know. He says, I'm trying my hands out. He says, Dave, that's the condom machine. Not long after that, this is even better, not long after that, we're walking home, and we're a bit of a steep hill, and we get to the top, and this Capri comes past, and just as it comes past, it backfired, and someone behind us shouted out, get down, we're shooting. I turned around, and Dave's on the floor, yeah, crawling up the rail. But to be fair, Dave has always been there. He's a bit abrupt, straight to the point, but you love it because of that. I remember one time I just split with my ex, and I had to move back to me back home with my mum and dad, where GB has got my room, so I had to move back into the box room.
Golden bullets!
No, I think it's balls, my friend. Yeah. And so obviously I had to move back home into the box room, and he says, confidence were a bit down. He says, we need to take a holiday. He says, we need to get away, we need to get confidence back, we need to get talking to other ladies. And so I thought, right. So he booked us Gran Canaria away, gay pride week. Let's go. In all the years that I've known Dave, I don't think I've ever fallen out. We've never fallen out. Odd words might have been said, but never held a grudge. We've been blessed with great mates throughout all the years we've stayed together. The Dave I know is kind, funny, witty, up for a laugh, and always there if you need him. And of course, I think you'll find he's a respectable businessman and managing director of the company. I must admit, I'm starting to struggle to read your writing nowadays, but hey, look. For that, I'd like to say to Charlotte, you're a wonderful woman who deserves a wonderful husband. Unfortunately, you don't always get one. And Dave, as a married man of 10 years, I would like to pass on a few words of wisdom. Always meant to say the 3 words any wife would want to hear. You're right, love. Never go to sleep on an argument. Stay up all night until you're home. My money is on Charlotte on that one. A happy marriage is one of give and take. The husband always gives and the wife always takes. Seriously, I'd like to say, Charlotte and Dave, enjoy your day and all the best for the future. I really hope that. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me to toast the bride and groom, new Mr. and Mrs. Bottomley. Mr. and Mrs. Bottomley, thank you.
Is it me you're looking for? I can see your eyes, I can see your smile. You're all I ever wanted, but my arms are no wide. 'Cause I know it's right to say, and you know just what to do. And I want to tell you so much. To see the sunlight in your face, tell you time and time again how much I care. Sometimes I feel my heart will go.